working? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Maybe I turn down the background volume just a smidge. I have a feeling. Yeah, let me turn that to about right about there. That should be the right mix. Well, all right. Here we go. We're back in Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Gonna have some fun. We are in the middle of Trial 2, Courtroom Day 1, I guess is the proper way to say it. Let's go ahead. Right. I have no clue where we were. All I know is I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. What's up, Trunks? Okay. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... It's this phone call.
Take that!
I know that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woo-hoo. You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? Not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was I at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Mr. Wright? Yes, I have an objection. Larry made that clock. There's only 2 of them in existence. The witness claims she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove that witness had not seen the clock before. I think it's just a thinker. Like, it was made by Larry Butts. It's a custom clock. She couldn't have seen it in the store. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made the clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Got 'em. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Ooh. Uh-oh. She's sagging. She don't care anymore. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh?
So silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? He's not having it. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. It's the wiretap. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... It literally has to be in here. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up?
You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want to tell you to hold on to. I want you to hold on to for me.
Again?
What's it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker. And it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. You lawyer? Got me. I am a lawyer.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
She's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can, and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service for this sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Here to go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's cell phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're just going to let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Oh crap. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. I didn't actually mean to click on that, but I think that was what I needed to choose anyway. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I'm not gonna give up. All right. I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Ooh. You fell right into my trap. I love how he says that out loud like a villain in the middle of this courtroom. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her room at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. This pervert. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel. Okay, I've already read all of this, so we know that. That's not suspicious at all. Received a call after 8 in the evening. Okay. Asked for an iced coffee. Brought it to her at 9 on the dot. Let's press him about this. 9 on the dot. Also, let me see what time the murder happened according to the autopsy report. Crap, it doesn't say a specific time. Do I have anything that says the time of day? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV, and I wished to drink after she finished it. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. Okay. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy TV. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the... You were sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're very certain? Well, when I brought her the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with a, embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek, sir. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Uh-oh. I didn't find anything in that testimony. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? That's the second time I've done that and just accidentally clicked too fast. Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Objection! Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on for long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? I'm thinking room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered the service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. He heard something there. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yeah, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we didn't skip on the ice, sir. That's it. For two. For two. There's another person in there with her. What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
Let's go. I object, that was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Oh yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, you said, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Oh, snap. He asked me not to mention if it was specifically asked. If I wasn't specifically asked. Sir. Oof. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been involved with the murder. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... The man she was with, duh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look further into this matter. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. We did it. We survived. Oh my god.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her.
I guess she's learning the charms won't work on everybody. She's probably at the detention center right now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
This...
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Okay. So I'm gonna get some water. This game gives me a little bit of a headache. Reading every single line. It's a lot of reading. Whew. A lot of voices to keep track of. Okay, I'll be back in about, let's say, 60 seconds or so. All right, we're jumping right back in. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not. You stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So? What is it you ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Let's talk. About the man who stayed with you in the hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Huh. When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school? Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so... You never ask somebody that... Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it, bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Okay. Can I present her with anything? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks. I noticed. Let me ask her about her testimony. She's not gonna talk to me. Let's go to the Grossberg offices. Oh, that painting's gone. That's weird. Huh. Looks like Mr. Grossberg is out today. Again.
Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason?
Ooh, that's a photo of Red White.
What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencils on the back. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Let's look at Exhibit A first. Well, I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Let's swap photos. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah. It was a painting of... I think it was Fisherman. Let's go back to the detention center. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have a spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Okay. So let's present this photo of this white man to her. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Where did you... Ah, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have any proof that it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. So I don't have proof yet. I'm pretty sure I'll get proof soon. Oh, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I do say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as a hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa! Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Let's examine this room a little bit. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. But if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink. Before murder. Well, we'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. That's so funny. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Co. law offices, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will own you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. But that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Let's look at this screwdriver again. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Oh, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror. Hiding place of murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it.
A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Okay. A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Oh, God. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify. A photo? Say no more. I got you. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write in an affidavit for you? Is it affidavit? No, it's affidavit. Okay. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. But I need him to write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. That's hard to say a lot in a row. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb on this. Let me go ahead and ask him about the last thing. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on the subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Alright. We're headed back to the detention center. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Okay, she's vulnerable now. I should be gentle. Miss May, it'll be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more, inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me? Is that all you had to say? Yes. If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow I think you're not up to it, Show them a little kindness, and they jump all over you. That had the opposite effect. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be aggressive. And you were so close. Well, I threw away the affidavit. So, maybe Grossberg is back? Alright. This is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? That old familiar clearing of the throat. You again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia? Maybe? It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some actual information. Let's talk. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it was just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Ah, yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. He just randomly got rid of $1 million painting that he was telling us about? I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. What I'm gonna do is examine. I'm going to... Oh no, he took the picture I needed. Let's see if he knows this guy. Excuse me. I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once. Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything? Very well. I'll tell you what I know. However, you didn't hear from me if you follow. I follow. That man is Mr. Red White. He's the president of Blue Corp. So, another really good name pun right there. Red White of Blue Corp. Red, White, Blue. Red White? Blue Corp. They're something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They sell information, you see, sensitive information. Despite his name, Mr. White has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Should you run across him, watch what you say. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you. Selling information sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Alright, we're off to Blue Corp. Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. Okay, cool. Now, I must ask you to leave. I need you to think about things. Sorry, I need to think about things. Alone. Right. We're off to Blue Corp. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantesque vocabulary? What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the most elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But, I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is inevitable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss April May's room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as times and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. Wright, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. So, sorry, I have to take a small little break here. I'm messing this up because I'm Wright and he's white, so when I see white, I assume that they actually meant Wright, and I'll start talking like Phoenix when I need to talk about Red White. I'll try to get it straight. I'll take my time. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be very capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as Miss April May. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that, sorry excuse for an attorney, Grudy Burger. What? Oh! He punched me! Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. This guy. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here for Grudy Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Alright, looks like we're going to Grudy Burgers. I don't think he's noticed me standing there. Maybe I should, clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Let's talk. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of that DL6 incident, as you might have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. let's talk about the DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a spirit medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I had told him. You told Wright? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White had learned about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge it, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have the right to know. Oh, right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. Okay, I've already been through these, so I'm not going to reread them. Okay, we're going back to the law offices. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? It depends if she does first names or last names. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Here's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides? White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Alright. Guess we go back to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Let's talk about this article.
This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how. I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him.
Blackmail?
Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I?
What a bizarre accusation.
Mr. Wrong.
What is that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Secretaries. Hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. Wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White.
Excuse me?
What I should be doing right now is going after you.
Just what are you insinuating?
Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared.
So, the culprit would be?
Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this?
Hello? Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify.
What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court.
Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent.
What? What man?
Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man.
What? Mr. White, this is another one of those.
Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? Dude is scum. I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You were a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia.
How dare you?
I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make you even look competent.
I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir.
Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was a murderer, right?
Detective Gumshoe, I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey.
What?
Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
Man, how the tables have turned.
I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right. Mr. Wright.
Oh, Maya.
Great. They let you out of detention.
Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Huh. Now I'm afraid we've switched places.
What, you mean you?
I explained what had happened to Maya.
I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well...
Cheer me on.
Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah. Like that. All right, leave it to me. Huh? I better get a uniform and some pom-poms.
Wait a minute, wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke.
No way.
No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay. Then, come to the court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
Okay. Alright, we're about to be in trial day 2. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness, this is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Alright, I've got to take another water break. I'm sorry. This is good for my hydration. All right. Gonna check one thing real quick. And all right, we're good to go. All right, let's do it. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be absolutely the truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. That's so cool, defending yourself in the court of law. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about it, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Mia Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to recall Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? This dude. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. So, that is hilarious right there. So, Blanco Nino means white boy in Spanish. So, like, he thinks his friends are calling him something cool, and they're just calling him, like, white boy. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Alright, let's tear this guy's testimony a new one. I'm tired of this man. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly crucifying. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Saying all of his stuff is so hard because he uses very obtuse and sometimes incorrect words. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, it was about 9, that's accurate. There's nothing to lie about there for real. How did you hear a bedlam from that far away? A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. There's nothing suspicious about that. Spiky-haired? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Objection! Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the court lawyer's question, bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more specific about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. You ran to the left. There's something weird about it. I think that might be the contradiction right there, but I'm gonna press a little bit more. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? I'm gonna save, because I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that again, sorry. Okay, so... if she... Oh, wait. Here we go. April May's testimony. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. So it's this, right here. Objection! We're gonna load that back. Actually, no, we're not. Let me make sure I did that on the right thing. I don't mind being punished. I just want to make sure I got punished on the right statement. Objection! There we go. Okay. I was about to lose my mind because I'm like, that's clearly a contradiction. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So, he did witness a killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Aw, snap, we just put him at the scene of the crime. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Let's go. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Well, there we go. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Precisely. You catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this court will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what do you suggest? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? After all, you did it according to me. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left and then... I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright. There's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Oh, I hate you! Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made her desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it is not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts. Abso-positively. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You see? You hit her twice. Oh! Man, I didn't need to read all of this. Autopsy. A blunt object. From a blow by a blunt object. So you were watching both times. I suppose I was. Then please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. So, I'm pretty sure she only got struck once. Yep. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. I'm curious about something. Fred White is 39 years old. Okay. Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Water break. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Whack! Oh man, he's just lying through his teeth right now. Thwop indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. What thing are we talking about? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh, oh, that. The glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah. Something about it is odd. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass stand, you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry. My bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay. Of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. So, let me explain this to you. He was looking through the window. From his testimony, he was in the Gatewater Hotel across the way. That white is his field of vision. He could not have seen that light stand get knocked over. He could not have known about the light stand because it is out of his field of vision. So we're gonna go ahead and jail. Objection!
Objection!
Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say about that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the middle of the Gatewater Hotel as you claimed, you could not have seen that stand fall. You could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell over either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of glass. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. He is breaking. Mr. White. I just love him twitching on the stand like that. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office? And by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Look at him think about it. It's like, yeah, I could admit to that. And that would give me, like, some, alibi of some sort. Correct! You are most correct, Miss Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Law co-offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to the place, the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. You call my stuff baseless and conjecture. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So beginning of September, he says. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. This one seems pretty airtight, to be perfectly honest. It's testimony. Let's see. Do you have any proof?
Objection!
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh. Right. Was it really you that went into the Faye & Co. law offices? Or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
Objection!
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect the client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely of pure glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautaculous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Uh-oh. Don't tell me that I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. How is she standing right here? Mia? I passed out. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah! You're finally awake! Ah! Thud. Passed out twice. Hey, Phoenix! Ah, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Aw, snap. She just got summoned from beyond the grave. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was enough to shock
shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. 1,000, wow. Big spender. Item? Glass light stand. Date of purchase? September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought the stand the day before I was killed.
So, I'm gonna explain why this is a huge bombshell. She bought it the day before she was killed, but Wright just claimed that he did the wiretap in early September. So, like, he would have had to be in there the day before she was killed for that to actually be true, and according to his testimony, that was not the case.
Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. The week before the murder. The week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right.
We're almost at the end of this trial. I'm hoping to wrap this up before 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure we can do that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required is for you to pass judgment on the defendant's Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The week before the murder. Let me think about how I'm going to do this. Let me press him on this again. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Maya Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. God. I have to show him the evidence that Mia gave me. Okay. I guess I can present it here.
Objection!
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's impossible. Uh-oh. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a lot of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
This dude's still going. Not so fast, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he could worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. No, we can't have any more autopsy reports get updated. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Gotta object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether the new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. God. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Let's do it. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life's riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this will get released to the press. Let's go. Let's go. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia Fey with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. The defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, Not guilty, baby. That is all. Court is adjourned. Right. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office. I'll see you later. Chief. Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Well, you should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. Alright. We have made it to episode 3. Whew. Alright. Guys, that was Phoenix, right? That was a lot of talking. We made it to the end of case 2, which is, you know, pretty decent ways into the game. I'd say we're probably like a third of the way into the game overall. Cases 3, 4, and 5. Well, Case 5 is practically its own game by itself, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure if I can talk through that one. Like, I might just not have the wherewithal to power through that one. That's like a 10-hour case on its own. But yeah, that was Phoenix freaking Wright. That was a lot of fun. So I will be back streaming probably Tuesday night, and I'll probably start Final Fantasy VII Remake Intermission, the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'll have a cable so I can use my headphones so I can get that PS5 audio, and then it can also channel into my Elgato. So that's something to look forward to. I've also got Returnal on the schedule as well. That's another game I'm playing through right now. And I also have one more surprise game that I should be playing pretty soon, or starting pretty soon. So a lot of cool stuff on the table. I'm looking forward to it. Let me see if there's anybody that I can raid from my group. I have the perfect person to raid. So raid at right. Well, see you guys on the flip side. I'm going to go ahead and flip to that.